Um, these daily behaviors that we just talked about, guys, this is how you're going to hit Success Club. This whole inviting process. You're just constantly inviting people to your support groups to get healthy, to get fit. And so it's all about you starting your first challenge group. And this is something that for most of you, you've never done before. So it's like, well, what does a challenge group look like? How do I even begin to do one? On the 7-day quick start, this is the biggest homework you have to do between now and next Wednesday. Where it says at the bottom of the 3 vital behaviors, at the bottom of that box, it says, watch the Beachbody Challenge Group training videos. And there's 3 circles, 1, 2, 3. When you actually download the hard file of this document before you print it out, you look at the hard electronic file. Those numbers 1, 2, and 3 are hyperlinked to videos, to training videos. The 3 training videos on how to start your first challenge group are fantastic. That's your homework. Watch the training videos on how to start your first challenge group. It's going to really dive into how to get started, how to acquire your first customers, and begin earning income. Okay? All right. Here's another thing to strive for. And I'm happy to say, I don't know if Janine is Janine Conti here? I don't think she made it tonight. Janine Conti is she's a coach who went through Coach Basics. She signed up in December, and she has qualified for a free ticket to the Beachbody Summit in Vegas. And the way she qualified is through the Success Starters program. If you're a brand new coach, let's say you signed up as a coach in the month of February. If you achieve Success Club in March, April, and May, so all you need is 5 points, March, April, May, you will earn a free ticket to the Beachbody Summit in Vegas. So they are huge on incentives and rewards, and it's just really cool when those things happen. So Janine hit it. She signed up as a coach in December. She hit Success Club December, January, February. Fantastic. She's got her ticket. Anyone else with regards to Summit? We talk about self-development. There are 2 live meetings that you really want to consider going to. One happens every quarter. They have what's called Super Saturday. Super Saturday is held in locations throughout the United States and Canada. And it has a complete listing of where coaches are coming together in a given region. And there's fantastic leadership. It's just a real day of inspiration where you're going to have leaders there. They're going to deliver training, and they're going to show you the ins and outs of the business. So Super Saturday is coming up again on April 12th. And at some point, what they'll do is they come out with a document that lists all the locations, and I always put that up on the team page. So look for that. April 12th, Saturday, April 12th, get to the closest Super Saturday in your region. Hopefully there's one that's not too far away. Oh, wait, is that? Oh, I'm sorry, there's Janine and Joe over there. Hey, guys. So that's Janine, where it says Joe. That's Janine. That's her husband and wife. So she's got her ticket there. That's great. Get to Super Saturday. And then the other thing, and I know this is a tough thing to ask for, and it's a tough thing for people to pull off. But if you're serious about understanding this company and you want to be sent to the stratosphere in terms of inspiration, get to Vegas for Summit in June. I've been to 2 of them, and I've left both of them completely awe-inspired. I mean, the kind of goosebumps where the hair on the back of your neck stands on end. It's just amazing to see what this company is doing with this rallying cry to end the trend of obesity. They mean business. And when you get close enough to the leaders during Summit, the founders of the company, the CEO, Carl Deichler, you really know in your heart that they're in this for the right reason. And so is the entire network of coaches that are succeeding in this. All we're trying to do is change lives and help people get healthy and fit. So it's just such an incredible thing to be a part of. Get to Summit if you can. Lots of team building and incredible education. Let's see if I have anything else. The last thing, and then I will, open it up to anything anybody wants to add, is the structure of this organization, just so it's clear in your mind. For most of you coming into the business, you are you're all part of Team Euphoria. Team Euphoria is the team that I founded, nearly 2 years ago now. But I signed up as a coach in Team Bearcat. So Team Bearcat is the parent company, called the parent group, that I signed up with. And then as my business grew, my team started to grow, I said, you know what? I'm going to create my team. I want to name it. And that's what I did. So now I have my Team Euphoria. And so Team Euphoria is, call it under the umbrella of Team Bearcat. Also under the umbrella of Team Bearcat, and this is a recent development, is Team Eternal Fit. Team Eternal Fit is also above me, and that was founded by a guy named Greg Plaskett. Greg is a combined 7-star diamond, and his team and the diamond coaches and the leaders that are developing in his group also have some amazing upline support. So if you picture it in your mind, you have Team Bearcat, okay? There's Team Bearcat. And then you have all these little, call it splinter teams, that have evolved and emerged within that Team Bearcat downline. So Team Eternal Fit comes down in there. They're really ranked. They're getting big. And then underneath that, you've got Team Euphoria. And so I explain this to you because if you want, we can add you to Team Eternal Fit and Team Bearcat, their group pages on Facebook. And I would only suggest doing that if you're ready to, you're going to be getting a lot of Facebook messaging. What am I trying to say here? Facebook alerts that, hey, so-and-so has posted a message, in team whatever. And it's just going to give you a lot more in the way of education and understanding of what all these coaches are doing as they're growing their businesses. So I throw it out as an option to you because I also don't want you to be overwhelmed. Especially in the beginning, it's like, oh my God, I'm getting bombarded with so much stuff, I can't take it. So keep your life simple. Don't feel overwhelmed. Stay focused on the basics of this training. But if you want me to add you to Team Eternal Fit and Team Bearcat, you're really going to be dialed into much more support if you want it. And it's optional. There's constant leadership calls. There's other groups that are running Coach Basics groups. And the more we're all succeeding, the more the entire company succeeds. And as the entire company succeeds, we all succeed. It's just this massive team unfolding where we're all becoming successful as business owners. And we strive to help each other in any way possible. Okay? So I know it's a lot to swallow for your first meeting, especially if you're a new coach. And that document that I put up on the page, Welcome to Coach Basics, if you're brand new, it gives you what to do, how to get to your back office, how to set up your customer websites. Those little administrative things are the first things to do. Once you've done those administrative things, then you watch the 3 video tutorials on how to run your Beachbody Challenge groups, how to get started with them. And then beyond that, the daily education tip or post that I'll be putting on the Coach Basics page. And again, to reiterate, please, if it's asking for something, chime in with a comment. Just let me know you're out there receiving it. And the ones that I see being active and engaged, those are the ones that, let's spend some time and let's make big things happen for you. I can get on a phone call with anybody you want for a 3-way call to talk to people about the coach opportunity if ever you want that. And that's something that for a lot of us, in the beginning, you're kind of like, I don't even know how to talk about this without sounding salesy. Then don't do it. Just share your enthusiasm and excitement for what you've gotten involved with, and then ask if they'd be willing to do a 3-way call. And then we set that up and arrange it. And, you know, I can really share some genuine knowledge and information that should get people inspired. But when you approach this business, guys, the way you're supposed to, you're not selling products. You are helping people and you're supporting them. And when they buy a Beachbody program from you, they're not buying the program. They're buying you. That's where the shift happens for successful coaches. You are supporting them in these groups. You're not just selling them a product. And that challenge group video tutorial will explain all of that. Okay. I'm going to zip it and turn it to you guys. If you have anything you want to add, if you have any questions, feel free. You know, just raise your hand, wave to the camera, anything you want at all. You know, if you're feeling lost, that's okay. I promise it will come together for you. It's just a matter of going through that training in the back office, which we'll hold your hand doing. Anybody have something they want to add? Bonnie, sweet. All right. I'm glad Bonnie's waving her hand because she's one of our new leaders here. Okay, Bon.
I just want to say that I know at the beginning it is very overwhelming because there is a lot of information and it's all very exciting. But don't feel overwhelmed because you're just going to be learning it in baby steps. Nobody's expecting you to know everything all at once. So just take some time, make sure you're staying consistent and putting in time every day in your business, because that's the only way that you are going to grow it and you're going to learn it. So as long as you're staying consistent and making sure you're putting in at least an hour, more if you can, but at least an hour every day, even if it's just going through the online office and looking through some of the videos, you know, the training videos, and learning the business. And then, of course, staying consistent with the 3 vital behaviors every day by inviting people and starting to, you know, you're not going to be perfect at inviting people at first, but it takes a lot of practice. And the more you practice doing it, the better you'll get. So as long as you're doing the 3 vital behaviors every day, being a product of the product, making sure you're getting your workouts in, drinking your Shakeology, doing your personal development, and just spending an hour every day being consistent, learning the business and your online office, then you will succeed in this business. It's not going to happen overnight, so just have realistic expectations, not to think that, you know, just because you might see other people on the page saying, oh, I made Success Club 15. You know, it doesn't happen for everybody that way. It happens slowly. It happened slowly for me at first. And I was seeing all that and started to get a little frustrated and discouraged. And then I realized it's just planting seeds. What you're doing is just planting seeds. And then after people start seeing you posting and getting to think of you in that way of being the person to go to when they're ready to make a change in their health and their fitness and really are serious about wanting to lose weight, that's when they're going to think of you. And you may not think that your Facebook posts are reaching anybody because nobody might be commenting on them or liking them. But a month later down the road, someone who saw it and it really moved them at the time, but they just weren't ready, they may reach out to you and say, you know, I really want to lose some weight, and I remember you said something about a challenge group. What's that all about? So just because you might not be getting responses right away doesn't mean it's not moving people, and they're not going to keep that in their heads and remember you when they're ready to do something. So just stay consistent, have realistic expectations, know it's just planting seeds, and it's not going to happen overnight. And as long as you stay committed and focused, you will build a really successful business just doing the 3 vital behaviors and staying dedicated to putting at least an hour a day into your business.
Yeah, that's
all
awesome.
I had to say.
That's great, Bon. And it's so true. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And it's just a marathon of this consistent behavior. And that concept of planting seeds, you know, in the beginning, people might be like, what? You're doing what? You know, I've never known you to be doing that kind of thing. And so it may not resonate with them right away because you're not known for that. But as you are posting and sharing, you know, what the programs are doing for you, maybe you're losing weight now, you're transforming as a result of an exercise program, share that. And we're going to talk more about the sharing process next week's Hangout. We're going to talk about setting up a new Facebook page for yourself, what you call your like page. You know, it's basically your Beachbody coach page that you're going to invite people to like. This is you becoming a leader in health and fitness. So to become a leader in health and fitness, you've got to walk the talk. And if you're not fit now, that's okay. A lot of coaches, I would say more than half the coaches, the majority of coaches starting out are not that healthy and fit. They actually come into the business going, I need a change. I need to change my body, my health, my weight, whatever it may be. I want to get healthy and fit. So they go on that journey themselves, but they are sharing that journey through their messaging that they're putting on their like page. And people are seeing that going, wow, what are you doing? That gets people intrigued. And then the invitation process is happening. You're inviting them to do that with you. You don't have to be healthy and fit starting out in this business, but you want to be walking the talk when it comes to your daily behavior. Like Bonnie said, do the workouts, drink your Shakeology, all of it will make a big difference for you. Thanks, Bon.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anyone else? And I know some of you guys are already fitness leaders. You're fit. You've been doing it for years. Diane, Iris, it's great to see you, and many others. You are in health and fitness. You're part of gyms and health clubs. You know people on the outside that need help, and it's always like, well, how can I support people? This is how we do it. It's just an amazing process. Next week, I'll show you my P90X3 challenge group. It's happening now. I've got a complete Facebook group set up, and people are doing P90X3 in there, and it's being led by coaches and myself. I kind of fell out because of the birth of my son 5 weeks ago. So it's been a very, very exciting time, and I'm really pumped about it. Yeah. So it's all good, guys. I love this. I love it so much, and I love helping people succeed in it. So I'm here for you. Reach out whenever you need to. Does anybody else have anything they want to ask or add? If not, you'll be getting your daily guidance on the Facebook page. Do the homework. Watch whatever I give you. It's going to continue your development. By the end of this training, you're going to know how coaches are earning a lot of income in this business. It's up to you whether or not you apply yourself and do it yourself. Okay? But don't think of yourself as a product distributor. You're not a product distributor. That's not what this is. All right. Cool? All right. I guess that's a wrap. Thanks a lot. I look forward to seeing you next week, guys. Good night. This has been recorded.